This week on Below the Hardwood, the New York Knicks and the Memphis Grizzlies off to the hottest starts of the season. Mike D'Antoni and why he got the Laker job over Laker legend Phil Jackson. Up for discussion, the MVP race. Who is number one and who will shock you at number 5? Welcome back to the basement, which means you're now tuned in to Below the Hardwood. I'm your host, Ryan Henry, sitting here with Dexter, Arriola, Alan Shane, giving you the best in the NBA, as we always do. Today, in the Week in Review, we're going to be talking Memphis Grizzlies and the New York Knicks' hot starts to the NBA season, as well as why the Lakers chose Mike D'Antoni over Phil Jackson, and, of course, Minnesota and their hospital, which is stacked up with their players. Basically like half the team. So, of course, up for discussion, the newly MVP race listed on NBA.com and who we believe should be 1 through 5, and of course the 24-second shot clock, the main segment on this show. So right now, the Week in Review, we're gonna be looking at New York Knicks and their hot 7-1 start. Dexter, these are your Knicks, so you gotta give us a little.
Penny Hardaway.
Oh shit!
Penny, how my ass tastes. I'll tell you right now. I told you, they're Knicks. They went off. They're going crazy. They beat San Antonio. They lost to a hot Memphis team, which we'll get to. But Knicks, Jason Kidd, he's been killing it. TC, that's what TC lives. Killing it too. And Carmelo, wait for the MVP thing.
I think you missed the biggest part. I think J.R. Smith has just been completely
J.R.
stabbed.
Swish.
He's coming up too. But I don't think that's going to stick. I think once Amari comes back, it's over.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they're saying, can they keep this up when Amari comes back? And I don't know if they can. I'm just really shocked by Jason Kidd because, like, this man's hitting threes like no other. Crazy. And
okay, here's what I'm thinking. I think that Amari should come off the bench. And if he comes off the bench, it's going to be bananas, I'll tell you right now. Spike Lee, watch out! We're coming.
Money and pride won't let that happen.
Yeah.
I think that this is what happens with the Knicks. They find a system that works when one person's gone, then that player comes back, and then there goes the chemistry. And it's just really nice.
I don't know if
Lakers will take him.
But of course, a team that's actually making noise quietly is the Memphis Grizzlies, who are now 8-1. They defeated the likes of the Heat, Thunder, and the Knicks themselves. No one's looking at the Grizzlies. Why is no one looking at the Grizzlies?
Because they don't know anybody. They know Miami. They know all these.
It's not sexy. It's not sexy.
It's not sexy to be in Memphis.
Not at all. No. But they're doing a very good team because like they're stretching out the game. They're doing it properly. Everyone's putting in they're chipping in their dues, and they're doing well. That's what's going on right now. You can see what's going on.
And LeBron James came out after their defeat and said, when Rudy Gay is like your third option, you're an amazing squad. Like, the fact that they have so many people to go to on offense, it's just ridiculous.
Tony Allen's been stepping up. Quincy Pond, best name ever. Dexter is killing it. And he's getting threes. Like, they're doing wicked.
Wayne Ellington's going off too. Like,
Wayne Ellington.
When Ellington goes off, that's a good day, okay? 7 for 11 from 3-point line against the Heat. That's ridiculous.
And of course, with these teams' hot starts, there's got to be teams at the low. Washington Wizards 0-8. That's another story. But again, Week in Review, also up for discussion, is Mike D'Antoni. Why was he taken over Phil Jackson, the Laker legend? Why?
Why, I don't know. I think Phil Jackson had too many demands, is what we heard and stuff. But I like D'Antoni in this. Like, he knows a lot about Steve Nash. Like, he gave him the MVP. Like, and Kobe and Dwight, they played on the U.S. team together. They know each other.
There's experience.
Yeah.
And honestly, the Lakers are made for that run and gun offense. Like, Kobe can still run. Nash can still run. Dwight can still get up the court. So why not go with that run and gun offense instead of this Princeton where Nash has no control?
Exactly. I think you hit it right there. Run and gun, up tempo, speed it up. Because when they were playing slow, they were not doing. That wasn't the Lakers team. You just saw it looked like a bunch of high school guys ran out there. It was terrible. And I think with the high pick and roll with Steve Nash and Dwight Howard and also Pau Gasol, it's going to be especially.
Showtime's back. That's what everyone's going to be saying. So, and who knows how they would have done with Phil? They probably would have been great, but to tell you the truth, the triangle offense isn't even suitable for Nash, so it might not even work.
You start.
I just hope they lose. That's all.
And moving on to the hospital filled with Minnesota Timberwolves players. It just keeps adding up. They started with Ricky Rubio and Kevin Love in there. Now you can add Nikola Pekovic. You can now add Chase Budinger, JJ Barea, Brandon Roy. The list just continues. That's their entire freaking roster, basically.
I feel like it's like that Portland staff of training staff that just went over to Minnesota, and then like I don't know what they're doing. They're like, what is that, elbow? Yeah, put some ice on your knee.
Oh, they just have ice bags there. That's their first thing.
Exactly.
Ice bags.
It's like something in the water. Like every player is like.
I think we're missing the big picture. They're 5-4.
Exactly, that's the thing. They're
crazy.
still winning.
Shved, Stiesma? No, what the hell? Where are you guys?
Still 5-4.
Yeah, your starting lineup and your sixth man is gone, and you're still winning games. Like that's something to be proud of, to say the least.
Dang, I counted them as my worst team in the league. I still hold to that.
They were my sleeper team, and they're doing pretty well. Okay,
they are. I'll give it up to them. Like keep at it. But that's it for the week in review. Up for discussion, of course, is the MVP race. The list is out. We have LeBron James taking the #1 spot as usual. CP3 coming in at number 2. You're shaking your head. I want to know why you're shaking your head.
Because CP3, you are my MVP. Without you, nothing can happen. You can play without Blake Griffin. You can play without DeAndre Jordan. But CP3, you're killing it. Like, he's the leader of the team. If you see my number 5 pick, it's Brandon Jennings. Penny, say something. Please.
This man took Brandon Jennings at number 5. Like, I don't know what he's sipping on right now. But Alan, who's your number 1?
the King James all day long. I think like we're looking at stats, just stats by itself. LeBron James is the MVP, and no one should take that away from him just because it's his 3rd season and it's boring to give him the MVP. You should have 4 in a row, to be honest. I think the one that they give to Derrick Rose, I don't believe he should have got it. I think LeBron James should have got it. And also my pick, the surprising pick this year, I think is Tony Parker. I think Tony Parker has shown that he's actually the leader of this team, not Tim Duncan, not what's his name, Manu. You know, he's actually doing good. Yeah, like he's actually the heart and soul of that team. You know, just in general. I
don't think we're like MVP. You can't just rate it off the stats. Like they do say wins count. Who's the leader in crunch time? Like it's more than just stats. So I'm just gonna go with Carmelo Anthony, which is a shock because I'm not the biggest fan of him. But if you look at that record that they piled up, he's the leader of the team. There's no doubt with Amari gone. So I'm gonna take Carmelo Anthony. He's like averaging almost 8 or 9 rebounds a game, 27 odd points. Like he's killing it. And until Amari comes back, they'll probably do the same. They'll probably be the leader of New York. Penny.
I really do agree with you that Melo is doing it. Like he's doing well this year, but there are some games where he's putting up 8 points and just doing maybe 10 rebounds. Like he's doing what needs to be done.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's the sole reason. I think a lot of it should be given up to Mike Woodson. Mike Woodson, like it's their record that's doing really good.
I just want to point out our 4th pick is Zach Randolph.
Zach Randolph, unanimous. I also had James Harden up there as well. But time for the 24-second shot clock. Of course, 24 seconds of FaceTime where we get to discuss anything we want in the league. Dexter, I heard you were talking what?
The just honorable mentions about the week. I just want to shout out to Brooklyn. You're 6-2. That's amazing. That was my sleeper team. Love you guys. Milwaukee, Brandon Jennings, top 5 on my MVP list. You're doing your thing. And I just want to say, be patient, Laker fans. Like, it's coming. We just got to win tonight against the Rockets, so keep it up.
Ass whooping's coming. And Alan, 24.
My 24-second shot clock, a shout out to the rookies, the class 2012. I think this is actually a very strong class. We're looking at something maybe rivaling in 2005, like when you see Darren Williams and Chris Paul. I'd like to shout out to big man, what's his name, the Brow. He's doing very well out there right now. Also, Bradley Beal had a really slow start, but now he's stepping up. And also do Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard is a star. He's going to be a big, huge piece in Portland for years to come, honestly.
And let's just hope he doesn't get injured. Follow up in Greg Oden's case. My 24 is going to be on 7-footers. If you follow me on Twitter and Facebook, I've been ranting about them all week. I hate you when you cannot average more than 5 rebounds. Prime example, Andrea Bargnani. Last week had a game with 2 rebounds. Jose Calderon had a triple-double with 10 rebounds. How are you going to be 7 foot and cannot get more than 5 rebounds? Dude, that's your job. That's your job. Get me some rebounds. Like, I have Roy Hibbert on my fantasy team. This guy kills me, man. Like, get some rebounds. You're 7 foot. it's a waste of talent. It's a waste of talent. Oh my god. But yeah, 7-footers, get on that. BTH everything. BTH everything. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We got a blog spot. Check that out. Everything, and of course our separate Twitters. Dexter.
Dexter_BTH. I'm twittering.
Twitter.
He twittered for the first time.
Twitter.
You know, it's Alan Lewis. I'm Crooklyn's nicest. You know,
and of course R.A. Henry. I need more followers.
BTH_NBA.
And don't forget to click subscribe, click like, favorite the video, share it to your friends on Twitter and Facebook, everywhere. Come on.
Interact with us. I'm telling you.
Watch our other videos.
Look at Penny Hardaway. We interact with him every show. Come on.
Penny, biggest fan.
All right. Well, that is a wrap. Have a good night, folks. Enjoy this upcoming week of NBA action.
Watch out for next week.
See you next week and in your dreams.
John Wall.
Alan Shane. And this is a up. Yeah, that was fucking brutal from the start. No, I'm sorry. Because you know why? Upcoming up. The upcoming up.
Oh, just
keep
going.
I don't know why.
Welcome to Below the Hardwood. I'm Sir Ryan Henry. This is taking place in the
I forget this, man. This is my ball.
How'd you get in? You locked the door.
This, man.
I can't stop laughing.